Yo. Wild, profound experience sharing here, real time. A friend just sent a clip of founder of Maps, Rick Doblin, on Joe Rogan. I think it came out like today or yesterday, like recent. And I remember planting this seed, man, like 5 years ago, maybe more, just writing in my journal, like, I want to work with maps, I want to work for maps, like one of those journaling technique kind of practices during a full moon or something, where you recognize you're recognizing what's missing, and you're noticing what you're magnetized to, and who out in the world is doing the style of work that you want to be doing, or who out in the world is doing work that has the same mission as you. And I remember writing it down, and then just profound series of connections wouldn't have happened if Nolan and I didn't do the As You Are pop-up in August, and then throughout the autumn of last year on Abbot Kinney. And so anyways, I'll just show you this clip, but it's Rick Doblin on Joe Rogan's podcast, and just a confirmation, you know what I mean? Confirmation that God is always guiding us, even if we think we experience it as our own thoughts. It's really the upper room dripping down into our conscious state, like dangling the carrot in front of us, moving us forward where we're meant to be. So yeah, check this out.
You've enlisted to do that, but I think the other part, last week I was in Dallas, and we had an event that Governor Rick Perry attended, and Marcus Capone, and Jeff George, who's the chair of the board of directors of our MAPS Public Benefit Corp, and then also Amy Emerson, who's the CEO of that. And we have Governor Perry's support, because he's heard from so many veterans. He's also talked about Marcus Luttrell, who lived with him at the State House when he was very emotionally damaged from his time in the military. And then he saw Marcus get a lot better when he went down to Mexico and got Ibogaine. And so Governor Perry, there's people that I have never thought that I would find common ground with. And one of the ones that I thought was the most far that I couldn't imagine building a bridge. I mean, one of our themes is be the bridge, but it was with Ted Nugent. And I thought, how would I, build a bridge with Ted Nugent? Well, Rocco Moon, his son, connected us, and Rocco is interested in being a psychedelic therapist, and he's been doing a lot of work educating his dad. And we had a really remarkable conversation. And Ted actually said that he could be extremely effective for helping us because he's known as being so anti-drug.
Yeah.
And yet he can see that in a therapeutic setting for veterans, that's what he cares about the most, but others, that these things can be helpful. So this idea of building bridges, there was one point